Alright, welcome back guys. Crest Dragon here. We are going to be getting into another video on Astracraft. Now, the last video I did, we were doing a lot of ranked matches, and today I am going to be going into something a little bit more relaxed. Now, if you recall from a previous video, I did multiplayer racing, and I was racing on some pretty cool tracks since, and I decided to try making my own. And as you can see, a Labyrinth race is what I created. Now, I am going to do a trial run on this just to show you guys what I created and basically show you what the whole purpose of the track is. Now, I'm just gonna go to the left here just to give you guys an example, but basically there are several different ways that you can go, and depending on which way you choose, you will finish the course quicker or slower than everyone else. Or if you are really unlucky, you'll have to go all the way back to the start. So I'm just gonna take this next one. Now, I have tested all of these, so they are all possible pathways to the finish. However, some of them take a little bit more skill than others. As you can see, the corners are a little bit sharp. And, well, that just adds to the degree of difficulty in it, which is fine. So, some of you guys will find this really, really easy, and others will not. And if you don't line up the ramp correctly, you will also fall off. So I'm at 1 minute and 43 seconds now, and I have yet to find a path that works for me at this moment. And again, I'm going to reiterate this. I have done all of the options, they all work. And I was actually using this build in particular, so I know they work. But it did take me several tries. So if you guys end up, having to try it several times, don't be discouraged, because it is not an easy race course. It was not meant to be easy. My intention was to make something that was really tricky, and I hope that some of the higher skilled players really enjoy this. So there's the first one. That one was relatively easy, but I'm gonna go back in here and show you guys the other options. Now, if I don't pass the labyrinth on the first try in a certain section, I'm not going to redo it. I'm literally just showing you guys the options ahead of time. That one's got a relatively easy jump, however, the view is not the greatest for me to navigate through these tight corners on my way towards the finish. Now, something that you guys will probably notice, there are walls, basically guardrails, everywhere in the beginning, but near the end there is nothing. So I did that on purpose, just because I wanted to make it even more challenging. So, there's another one completed, which is kind of surprising because, here's the thing, I know which one's the easiest, and, well, that was not the easiest one. Let's just put it that way. It's a little hint for you guys when you do end up racing on my course. Now, something to keep in mind, if you guys really like courses like this, you know, I can always make more, but you guys will have to leave some comments down below so that I know you do, and then I can make some more. And if you don't like it, well, I'm not planning on making any more racetracks at the moment. So, as you can see, here's another one that I should end up completing. And there we go. Alrighty, so, that one wasn't too bad. And again, depending on the build, you guys can complete these way quicker than I can, because I'm just using one of the defaults. One left. First two I didn't complete, but the other three I have. Now for the last option. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yeah, I forgot. This one's not quick enough to do the pathway. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you guys what you need to do in order to beat that. Well, okay, maybe I will. Here's the trick. You go up this way, you run back down, and you take the speed boost with you, and provided you line it up correctly, yeah. So, that is the trick. That is the trick to beating that pathway. However, obviously, I didn't quite time it perfectly, but that is how you beat that one, or complete it anyway. But overall, the course is really tricky. All 6 pathways work. I've tested every single one of them. They are actually really, really close in time. So, the score on it says 49. Now, I don't know if that's the actual time that you should be able to complete it in, but based on the times that I completed all of those pathways in, I would say if you crash, like if you fall off, or you have to take 2 different pathways, you're probably looking at about 1.5 to 2 minutes, depending on how your race goes. And if you do it on the first try, you should be under a minute. Now, times are obviously going to vary depending on your build and depending on which pathway you take, but all of them have their advantages and disadvantages. So, if you build correctly, you can win on every single one of these, regardless of who you're racing against. So just keep that in mind. There's no one pathway that is better than the other, because it really all depends on your skill level and your build. So, that was my race course. and it's the Labyrinth. I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and feel free to give me a thumbs up on this video, leave some comments if you guys have any requests, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing so that I know that you guys are engaged and want more content. And in the next video, well, I've shown you guys pretty much everything that this game has to offer, so I'm just going to be kind of bouncing around, so I'm going to leave the next video completely up to you guys. If I get any requests, I will make another video. If I don't get any requests, I will probably go to a different game and see if I can have some fun. It's something a little bit different. So, it's in your hands, guys. If you want to see more content of Astracraft, make your voice heard in the comments below. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one.